Good day to you all and welcome to Kuchu TV, a media project of the Kuchu Diaspora Alliance, USA, your African LGBT news source. Congratulations everyone! Congratulations Uganda! Congratulations all the activists in Uganda! Congratulations to all Ugandan activists in North America, in Asia, in Europe, in South Africa, and wherever you may be. We have got a victory. Thank you to all our allies and partners who have stood with us over a period of probably over 15 years. The victory got on Friday is part of a journey that we have fought together, a journey in which we have lost some, a journey where we have been displaced, some of us, a journey that has been very tough, a journey that continues. So thank you everyone for the bit that you have played in achieving the many victories that we have today. Thank you everyone. So we have gotten a victory in the Constitutional Court of Uganda. The anti-homosexuality law has been struck down. But what does that mean? It means that we won. It means that we got a victory. A win is a win. However, some things remain. There is a lot of work that needs to still be done in Uganda. A lot of work with the raging public, with people who are still taking the law into their hands, with a community that does not understand these legal things, with a community perhaps that understands that this was just this was a ruling based on a technicality. What about the real issues that our petitioners were actually seeking to address in the Constitutional Court? Is homosexuality illegal in Uganda? No. The sodomy laws are still in existence. The mob justice still continues. Threatening of people still continues. It is that situation that we all need to come together again and make things right. A battle has been won, a war continues, and we can only win if we continue working together. But that situation in Uganda has still led and will still lead a lot of people, Ugandan LGBT people, out of the country. That brings us to what Kuchu TV has for you today. Some updates on the Ugandan LGBT refugees in Kenya, both in Kakuma camp, in northern Kenya, and in Nairobi and other urban areas. These people are still suffering. However, there have been some developments, some good news. I bear some good news today. The refugees in Kenya, the Ugandan refugees in Kenya, have actually started to organize themselves. They have started to mobilize themselves, get together, and begin to speak in a unified voice. A lot of work still needs to be done, but we are seeing the refugees beginning to work together. The Kuchu Diaspora Alliance, USA, has been working with the refugees in Nairobi and in Kakuma to ensure that they have a unified voice. That is an achievement. The other thing is that some of you have donated to our initiative to support Ugandan LGBTs in Kenya through our GoFundMe page. That page has raised just above $1,000 US. We sent $850 US to Kenya, and that money managed to secure rent, one month's rent in the kind of accommodation are just small rooms. 17 rooms were paid for the month of August. That means it equates to 35 people. So 35 people have where to sleep in a safe house because of your contribution. $850 did that. And $100 was sent to Kakuma camp to transport a very ill refugee from the camp to Nairobi, where he can access health services and be attended to in terms of his medical situation, health situation. So thank you so much for those who have given, and we encourage the rest of you, even you who have given, to continue supporting us. Whatever you donate, whatever you contribute, pays a lot. It will pay for a house. It will pay for accommodation. It will pay for foodstuffs. It will pay for clothes. It will pay for medication. These people need our support. Here with me online, I have a refugee from Kenya, a Ugandan refugee from Kenya, and it is time for you to hear direct from them. Thank you very much.
I want to say thank you to Kuchu Diaspora Alliance, the KDA in United States, and also thank Victor Mukasa, Robert Chermera for the help and support that they've been giving us. We also thank you for the $850 that you sent for rent. We received it and we shared amongst ourselves accordingly. And we thank you for the assistance that you have given us, and we ask for more assistance from you. Please visit our fund page to help support us in life here in Nairobi. Thank you very much.
And now, Kuchu TV brings you a first-hand account of the daily lived realities, life in general, of these refugees, Ugandan LGBT refugees, both in Kakuma camp and in the urban areas, and in particular, Nairobi. By the way, the voice you are about to listen to is a voice of one of the spokespeople of the refugees in Kenya, one who has been appointed by refugees and actually is being interviewed by her fellow refugees. That is how far they have progressed. Enjoy it.
Okay, so we saw that transportation, if it's not offered, then as refugees we don't work. And we understand donors, you have also a limited budget and you're trying to help us. We, as refugees, you know, we take whatever help we get. Any help we get is great help. But then at the end of the day, we wouldn't want to miss out on, you know, an appointment in UNHCR and an appointment in IOM, which is giving us a durable solution, being taken to another country whereby we don't have to be arrested just for being LGBTI, you know, whereby we can be ourselves, you know. So we wish donors out there to understand our predicament, and would like for them to consider. We talked to the man, and he himself, he agreed that it's ideal for us for them to find a house in Nairobi. It's ideal for us to be in Nairobi, whereby we can easily access UNHCR if we are needed. Sometimes appointments are short notice, you know. So please, we are still stranded. Most of us don't have where to stay. Me myself, I arrived in Nairobi on the 19th of on the 21st of July this year, 2014. But I lived in transit center for a week. You live there for a few days, and then you have to look for your own accommodation. And how can you start looking for accommodation in, you know, a foreign? Yes. So how can you start looking for accommodation? You're a refugee. Being an urban refugee, me, I've lived in the camp for 2 years, and I tell you, being an urban refugee, you're more vulnerable than in the camp. And in the camp, by the time you leave the camp, you've been beaten up, stones thrown at you. You cannot access certain services by NGOs in the camp. They say that their donors don't support LGBTI. Really, it's really hell, and we end up fleeing to Nairobi, knowing that we'll blend in, we'll try to blend in, because an LGBTI's greatest security is anonymity. So in a camp setting whereby everyone is homophobic, whether Sudanese, Congolese, and everything, we aren't safe at all. Me myself, I was a teacher. I was doing voluntary work as a teacher. I ended up being chased away from the job just because fellow workmates, fellow teachers organized the classes I was teaching, and the students, the pupils, they strike that in a class of 200, striking that it's against our human rights to be taught by, even if you're a good teacher. I was teaching English, that even if you're a great teacher, but it's against our human rights to be taught by an LGBTI teacher. So it's horrible, and even UNHCR, Kakuma, they themselves, they know the problems and insecurities and persecution I had to face, and I'm first-hand, I can give you a first-hand account of what it's like living in the camp. That's why we fled to Nairobi. But still, we are very, very vulnerable. Even in Nairobi, you find that once neighbors find out that you're LGBTI, they can call police on you, and you can be arrested. And basically, but still, it's still it's all the available options, is still our best option compared to the camp. But still, what our predicament is that it's hard finding accommodation. And if you want to please help us find a suitable accommodation in Nairobi, because Nakuru is good, we have no problem with that, but transport, which in case we have appointments with UNHCR. So, I'm available if you have more questions. But
what help is hired so far? Yes. Like we had hired Lunga help. We had hired this help for 3 months, and
yes.
What do those people who are in like the trans area? Yes. What do they do?
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Currently, there are several organizations, and for now, HIAS has been referred by UNHCR to HIAS. HIAS, when you're new, if they've never given you any assistance, they give you 12,000 the first time, and but in Nairobi, you're supposed to pay deposit 1 month, and you pay rent for that 1 month, and that's why they gave us the 12,000 to pay deposit for 1 month, and then rent 6,000. And then the other 6,000, the rent for that 1 month, and then afterwards you're given 6,000 the next month, and then 6,000 the other month. That is 3 months, and after that they say that they support you for only 3 months. After 3 months, then they reassess you, and it's no guarantee that they'll give you that continued support. And there was the issue about.
We had a team in also review of right?
Me myself today, I've just heard about someone called Tim. Hi Tim, if you're listening, yes, we encourage you, please. We've heard that you've been sending help, but there are many of us who are still stranded, and we hear that a fellow refugee like us called Disan, you've been giving him all that money, and he hasn't shared it with us. There are so many of us, more than 50, and we are really, really stranded and very vulnerable, and we really, really prefer you.
This is saying that he gave you transport from Kampala here. Did he give you?
No. Disan didn't give me any transport. I had to sell a few of my belongings, a few of my dresses and outfits, and to accumulate the transport to come to make it to Nairobi. So Disan did give, at least me, I wasn't given transport, and other people I talked to, they weren't given in transport by Disan. I heard he's been boasting about the money. He has about 170,000 Kenya shillings on his M-Pesa money account, and he's thinking of how he's going to spend it, how he's going to, how he's going to enjoy spending that money on luxurious things. So at the end of the day, you'll notice that even if we are LGBTI, a person still remains a human being, and they are prone to, not being saints. And as a result, it's absurd that a fellow LGBTI who is a refugee like us, he knows what it is like being LGBTI refugee, what you go through, how you suffer, and yet he's not willing to share the money he's been given by a donor to share it and with other refugees that money is supposed to reach to who are LGBTI. So team, you're great. God, may your pockets be multiplied. But please, we encourage you. You work with Victor. Today, the money Victor had accumulated on a certain page on Facebook, it has reached the people. Yeah, $850. Today it has been supplied to those people, refugees, LGBT refugees. It was the money that was supposed to assist with rent. It has reached them today. Me, I was a witness, and so many others. So we encourage you, please work with Victor. Victor Mukasa is an activist of KDA, an NGO that helps basically LGBTIs. It's called Kuchus in Diaspora. So please work with Victor Mukasa. Me myself, I'm an activist, LGBTI activist. I've been working for Refugee Consortium of Kenya, helping refugees who are LGBTI in the camp. So listening to their insecurities and forwarding to UNHCR so that they can be given durable solution and protection, and their protection needs are sorted. So I understand, I have a good knowledge of what LGBTI refugees go through. And please, you cannot trust an individual. Pass it through Victor Mukasa's NGO. I assure you, it will reach us if that help is made for us. Please. Any other questions?
No, any other questions? Thank you, Sarah, for everything. Thanks for putting light to our fellows who are outside there and give a round of grace to other voices.
Yes, please.
Yes, that is the voice of a representative, a spokesperson of the refugees, shortly after a meeting that they had in Nairobi mid last week. So, friends out there, these guys need all of us. They need our support. The Kuchu Diaspora Alliance, we can't do it on our own. Victor Mukasa, I can't do it on my own. You cannot do it on your own. But if we can all come together, guys, their life as a refugee. I am here in the United States. I am a refugee. And life is not easy. But how? Imagine how tough it is in Nairobi. I find it tough here in the US. How tough it is in Nairobi. And at that, a person just needs $35 for a month's rent. And maybe another $10 for all the other utilities, water and electricity. $50 and a person is covered. Please give whatever you can. Give $10, give $20, give whatever you can, give 1,000, give 500, give back to our people. Let us stand with our people. Let us save these souls. Let us be there for them. I urge you all to contribute to our GoFundMe page. If you go to Facebook and look for Kuchu TV, just like that, Kuchu TV, you will find all our past programs, but you will also find our fundraising page for GoFundMe. You will also find this page on my personal Facebook. It is being shared by several allies and friends. Find it, please, and give to this cause. We thank you so much. Once again, congratulations, Uganda. Congratulations, Africa. Congratulations, the human rights family, on a victory achieved. Thank you, and we'll be back next week with yet another interesting story.